Hi, friends. My name is host Eric. I'm the host of Talking with Famous People and a huge World Cup soccer fan. I've watched most of the games in the Women's World Cup. I'm currently watching, I have DVR'd, and I'm watching Panama versus Jamaica. But one thing I've concluded in the process of watching the World Cup is that soccer needs to solve a problem very badly. We have proof from baseball this year that some basic rule changes can make a huge, dramatic difference in improving the viewer's experience in watching these games. And what I propose here is a rule that might be deemed soccer's pitch clock. It's called Stoppage Box. The rule is basically this: when a player goes to ground and remains there such that a stoppage occurs, that player must leave the pitch and remain in the stoppage box for 2 minutes before returning to play. Now, in American football, of course, if you go to ground like that and somebody has to come over and say, "Are you okay?" then they have to leave the field for one play. They can't stay in the game. In soccer, currently, you can roll around on the ground pretending to be hurt. For such a long time that the referee has to stop play, and then, nevertheless, will get up and stay in the game and continue playing, which is just ridiculous. If you're that hurt that they have to stop play, obviously you need to not be in the game for a while. Otherwise, you're not really that hurt. So, 1A, when a player is fouled and goes to ground, that player has 10 seconds to stand and display readiness to resume play. Failure to do so incurs a stoppage box penalty for that player. This rule does not apply if a yellow or red card is issued on the foul, okay? Because we don't want to incentivize the other team to injure people, right? So that's obviously a good caveat. B, when a player goes to ground in the absence of a foul call and remains on ground long enough that play must be stopped, that player incurs a stoppage box penalty. Note, this rule does not apply to stoppages for possible head injuries, which the referees are instructed to stop play if they think the player went to ground because of a possible head injury. That usually is a much quicker whistle than instances where the player rolls around for a long time until the referee finally says, "Okay, I'll stop play." This happens very frequently. In pretty much any other sport. Like, if you saw that in American football, somebody rolling around the ground in agony, you know they're seriously injured, right? If there were as many instances of rolling around on the ground in agony in American football as there are in soccer, it would mean you'd have multiple broken legs in a game. But soccer has allowed itself to reward this bad behavior of time wasting, and and their solution in the status quo is you can get a yellow card for time wasting, but they don't address this problem of people rolling around on the ground pretending to be hurt for long periods of time until the referee has to stop play. And this is the solution that will save soccer. Uh, so C, when the goalkeeper is assessed a stoppage box penalty, the coach may choose another player on the field to go to the stoppage box in place of the goalkeeper. So the thing about the goalkeeper is the goalkeeper naturally has to go to ground periodically to get the ball, right? So they're a little bit more tricky regarding the stoppage box, but it's still the case that if they are staying on the ground because they're presumably hurt and play has to be stopped because of that, then the stoppage box penalty would be enforced. But it's not fair to pull the goalkeeper out of the game and make them play a man down without the goalkeeper, so the coach could choose a different player to go in the stoppage box for them. I think this rule is perfect, brilliant. Takes the idea of a penalty box from hockey. You could, even if you wanted to you wanted to smooth it over a bit, you could call it the recovery box. I think it would save soccer. I got another such video for basketball as well. I have a plan to save basketball because basketball is unwatchable with their endless parade of free throws. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.